I had spent years tending to my garden. Every morning I would rise before the sun, hands in soil, coaxing life from the earth. Roses, tulips, herbs, vegetables, all carefully planned, planted, and nurtured. That garden wasn't just a patch of land. It was my sanctuary, a place where peace lived. Then came the storm, my ex and her new husband. At first I thought it was a misunderstanding. A fence post had been moved, a few trampled flowers, but the damage grew fast. My prized rose bushes were shredded, my tomato plants crushed. My carefully built vegetable patch lay in ruin. Every plant I had tended to, every seed I had planted with care, was destroyed. I stormed to the gate, fists tight. She stood there, a smug smile on her face, her hand on her new husband's arm. "My husband is a real man," she said casually, as if that explained the chaos he had wrought. The words stung. Not just the destruction, but the pride she took in it. Pride in cruelty. Pride in taking joy from my life. Pride in proving some twisted point. I wanted to yell, to scream, to throw her words back in her face. But I didn't. Instead, I stepped back, breathing, letting the shock turn into focus. Anger would make me reckless. Strategy would make me unstoppable. I documented everything. Photos of the devastation, videos of her smug smile, timestamps of the destruction. I reached out to neighbors, witnesses who had seen her and her husband in my yard. I contacted the local authorities, not with rage, but with calm, irrefutable evidence. The community that had once quietly tolerated her arrogance now saw the truth. Her words, her husband's actions, were exposed. The social image she had cultivated, the idea that he was strong, admirable, untouchable, began to crack. Then came my counterstrike. I rebuilt. Not out of spite, but with precision. I planted new roses, stronger and healthier than before. I built a greenhouse, a sanctuary even grander than the garden she had tried to destroy. Every plant was a testament, every bloom a quiet victory. Neighbors who had once whispered to avoid conflict now came to admire my resilience. Friends shared the story online, not to humiliate her, but to celebrate determination, patience, and the triumph of care over destruction. Weeks later, she called me. Her voice, once dripping with smugness, now trembled. I didn't mean... I hung up. There was no need for words. My garden stood, flourishing, untouched by her cruelty in the long run. My sanctuary had survived. My patience had turned their destruction into a testament of my strength. And I realized something crucial. Betrayal and arrogance can destroy physical things, but they cannot touch resilience, preparation, and quiet dignity. She had tried to break me, but instead, she had made my victory undeniable. Every bloom now whispered the truth. I survived, I thrived, and no one, not her husband, could ever take that from me.